Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Like to Soul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on. What I intend to do is to teach people that God and Jesus and the universe coexist as one. Now today in this video, guys, this video is going to be for you law of assumptioners, the people who are a little too used to victimizing yourself, which I know that you're not, because obviously if you are a conscious manifester, you would know better than to victimize yourself in a reality that what? You are 110% in control of. Like, what are you talking about victimizing yourself, bitch? You better get up and you better keep it pushing. There is no room for victimization. You got to stop it right before it begins, which is exactly what this entire video is all about. It's going to be all about how to stop your victimization. Basically, I guess you could say like how to stop a spiral before it begins. But really, like, we're focusing on the victimization part because the victimization is what? The thing that triggers a spiral, okay? You were feeling fine, feeling dandy, about confident as hell until you started to think about poor me. Where's the movement? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And then what? You started to feel bad for yourself. Oh, now you're starting to think about all the shit you can't stop thinking. Oh my God, my poor... Nah, we're gonna cut that shit off before it begins because you know better than to do something like that. You're not a weak person. You're not someone who sits here and settles. You're not someone who lets yourself be victimized by a reality, like I said, that you are fully in control of. So if you are fully in control of this reality, you gotta get up and you gotta make shit happen in your favor, and you gotta stop worrying about whatever it is that you think is going on. Bitch, you are 110% in control. You call the shots. You say what goes, what doesn't go. If you are deciding all this stuff, nothing else will ever matter, and nothing else can make you feel like you are a victim in a reality that belongs to you. As simple as that. But alright, my love, let's get started with the video right now so that we can get to talking about how to cut off the victimization before it begins within the law of assumption. Again, if you are a law of assumption or conscious manifest or whatever it is, y'all would know exactly how important it is to be on top of your self-concept, to know who you are, to understand that you really are the person who calls the shots, who runs shit around here, who run in this town tonight. You are. That's it. You are the one. But alright, babe, now that we're in the video, let's get to talking about it, okay? The fuck? We're not gonna sit here and victimize ourselves over nothing because we're not suckers. Absolutely not. You are not a sucker. That is the first and foremost most important thing to get your head wrapped around, okay? When it comes to victimization, what is the number one thing that it stems from? It stems from fear. It stems from the ego. It stems from all the things that you don't want to put your energy into, but that you might be used to putting your energy into because of maybe the way that you grew up, maybe from this, maybe from that, maybe you heard things growing up that make you feel small, maybe you're used to underestimating yourself, or even hearing people shit on you, wanting the worst for you, like, you know, all the shit that you hear growing up in this logical limited ass world. Well, what they want to try to make it to be, but it's really not a limited world, you know? It's only limited when you say it's limited. Like, if you believe that it is a limited world, this world will be very limited. But if you are someone who is operating from that limitless energy, none of this shit will ever affect you. No matter what anyone's telling you, no matter what you heard growing up, or even those limiting beliefs, they will not have any kind of say in your reality because you're on top of your shit in the way that no one or nothing else can touch you. And it really is as easy and as amazing as that, like knowing this, maintaining it, being it, all that stuff, because you already are the person that gets to walk into your life each and every single day and decide, I want that, I want this, I want that, whatever it is, it's all mine because I said so and that's it. And that's really where you're supposed to be residing, within that confident and powerful energy. You stop the victimization before it begins by number one, not letting yourself think too hard about the things that are going on around you. You cannot do this. Like, I'm so serious. Thinking too hard about what's going on around you will easily call for you to feel like a victim because you're starting to look at all the negatives here. You're looking about, oh, I don't have what I want. Oh, but this person's still an asshole. Oh, but this is not going right. Oh, but things aren't working out. But, you know, you try to look for reasons to be upset. So then you're going to be upset because you're looking for reasons to be. But you're not going to do that to yourself because what are you going to do instead? You are going to focus on all the places that you are thriving in. You're going to focus on how you are beautiful, how you are successful, how you are confident, how you do get everything that you want, how everything does work out in your favor, how this reality perfectly reflects the perfect person that you are, how your life only continues to get better and better and better by choice. Like, you have to look at all the great stuff here. You have to pay attention to how blessed you truly are as a person to even be alive in a reality like this where you get to call the shots. Think about that shit for a second. Like, sit here and think about that because that is a huge deal. Some people feel like eternally, like their entire lives, they never think for a second that they actually are free. Some people go their entire lives feeling like a victim, feeling like they are limited, that they can't do what they want to do, that things won't work out, and that is dead as how they live their entire life. So when they hear someone as limitless as you come in, they might be like, who the fuck is this? But who does she think she is? You know, that kind of energy? Absolutely not. That's not who you are. You are the person who comes in to teach them differently, to teach them that they can be limitless, that they can do whatever it is that they want to do, that there are no limits to this shit. You gotta be the example for yourself and for those other people around you who need the guidance from you. You do not let the 3D or the things around you make you feel powerless, make you feel like you can't do what you want to do. You cannot let any of this stuff get to you. This is what it is to have a tough exterior. You are bulletproof, bitch, made of steel. Nothing can penetrate to you, bro. Like, nothing can get through to you because you know who you are. You look around and you intend to find things to be happy about, because I promise if you are looking for a reason to be happy, you will find plenty. Shit, I'm sure y'all know as well, because like I was saying before with the limited stuff, I'm sure you heard it all with your parents, with your grandparents, with family members, with friends, you know, things like that. What do they all say? Things never work out. It's never gonna be okay. What's gonna end up happening in my favor? Like, all the limited stuff, all that stuff, what does that do? That reflects within their reality. So what do they end up experiencing? Nothing but shit, because that's what they are expecting. Sure, it might seem easier to them to assume the worst, because if I assume the best, what if it doesn't happen? But why the hell is that more logical than you assuming the best off rip? Like, literally, what are you doing? There is no room for you to feel bad for yourself here. If there's anything that you don't like, that is an open opportunity for you to get up and to make things happen in your favor and to make things work out for you, as opposed to you sitting here and feeling bad for yourself. I can tell you guys myself with my own personal experience that I have gotten myself caught up into a lot of victimization spirals that all started off with me asking a question.
Should I go check the 3D? Yeah, I'm gonna check the 3D.
Checks the 3D, feels unhappy about it, starts complaining, starts feeling bad. Oh my God, it's not working out. Oh my God, great. Why the fuck did I do that? I shouldn't have checked the 3D. Oh my God, now I feel like I'm completely limited. I can't do this. All that bullshit starts to arise, right? Then absolutely not. You're not going to start there. You're going to stop yourself before that begins. So if you ever ask yourself, do I want to check the 3D? You're gonna be like, babe, I don't need to. I know who I am. Like, don't even let yourself start thinking that hard to thinking that you should even be thinking about the 3D at all, because that is something that some people make it a point to themselves to do, where they're like, let me check the 3D today, maybe I'll check it tomorrow, maybe I'll check it the next day to see if there's any movement. Like, I'm gonna keep checking this. No, like, stop. Like, completely stop. If you are really as powerful as you say that you are, the only validation that you'll ever need is your own validation. So even if you want to check the 3D, you're gonna stop yourself before it begins, because you're gonna be like, I don't need to. I know I have what I want. If I got it within me, I know that I got it outside of me. That's it. That's all there is to it. You got it inside of you, it's all outside of you too. It's all surrounding you. So like what I was saying earlier about the victimization within my own life, again, it all starts with that question. I start to ask myself, should I check what's actually happening behind the scenes? Maybe I should talk to spirit about this. Maybe there's an answer as to what's happening. Like, you see, I was looking for solutions in places that already had solutions. It was like I was tampering with fresh water and making it into salt water. Like, bitch, the fresh water was good enough. Why did you turn it into salt? You're not going to fuck up things that you know that you already have in the bag, because why would you do that? You know what you're doing to yourself, especially as someone who is as powerful as you. And even as myself at that time, I didn't fully recognize how powerful I really was, because I still felt like the external stuff, you know, the things that were happening outside of me were still a step above me. I still put them on an unintentional pedestal to make myself believe that those things still had the option to choose for me, making me feel bad about myself. But what if this happens? But what if that? But what if this and that? You know, I was letting myself get into that victimization mindset again. After already getting into my good self-concept, energy, power, all that stuff, I was steering in and out, in and out, in and out, kind of like going in and out of that desired state, because I was too busy fearing what was going on around me. I was looking for opportunities to feel bad for myself. And as someone who has felt bad for herself for too damn long, I can tell you guys that feeling bad for yourself doesn't get you any closer to what it is that you want. I promise you it doesn't. And I know that some of y'all at y'all's worst, which y'all are never at your worst, but you know, like the insecurity deep down inside. At that point, your insecurities would tell you that you don't deserve anything, that you're better off without anything, that it's okay that you don't have everything that you want because you're used to being unfulfilled. I need you all to know that this is all bullshit and lies, okay? If you ever catch yourself telling yourself these things, that it's okay, that you're better off without, that you're better off with nothing because you fuck up everything anyway, you gotta stop it, babe. Like, you gotta cut it off before it begins. And the way that you do that is by implementing your self-concept here. Anytime that you wanna be like, poor me, nope, the fuck you talking about, poor me? I'm that bitch. I'm in control. I got this shit in the back. Tell yourself the things that you know that you should be hearing, the things that you know that you would be telling your best friend if your best friend told you, he didn't call me back. Bitch, what the fuck you mean didn't call you back? It's his loss. You're that bitch. You got this under control. He needs you more than anything. Like, the same energy, babe, the same damn energy I'm telling you right here, right now, the same energy that you would give your best friend, you gotta give back to yourself. You gotta be strong enough, like dead ass self-concept strong enough to uplift yourself during the moments that you want to bring yourself down, that you want to feel bad, that you want to victimize, that you want to feel like a damn sucker. You got to get up and to choose better and to choose more, because choosing is what makes everything else happen in your favor. As long as you are choosing the best, as long as you are intending the best, as long as you have your vision set on the best, you will have the best. But it's all about you, what you are making happen for yourself. Even within my own journey, when it came to victimization, I had to learn and like really learn what it was to let myself believe in my self-concept a little bit more than anything else. At first, it did feel a little weird, you know, cutting myself off from the victimization, because truth be told, my only state before was being within victimization. Like, I was only used to that. I was used to feeling bad about myself and feeling like everything was just not gonna happen for me. But as time went on, I learned to realize that uplifting myself and letting myself understand that there's nothing wrong, and really reminding myself of who I am, what I'm doing this for, what the bigger goal, the bigger picture at the end of this all is, these are all things that helped me out so much more than if I were to be sitting around feeling bad for a reality, in a reality that belongs to me, okay? Even if it's $1 million, even if it's the love of your life, even if it's a pet, even if it's a car, I don't care what it is that you want. No matter what it is, no matter what makes you happy and what you want to manifest for yourself, please let yourself see the bigger picture before you want to shit on yourself and feel bad for yourself and tell yourself that you can't have it, because the bigger picture, the thing that you know that this is all for, is worth everything compared to what you think is the truth. You do deserve the $1 million. You do deserve the car. You do deserve the love of your life. But no one is going to let you believe that until you believe that shit yourself. And so that is exactly why it is so unbelievably important that you stop yourself before you want to go into this damn spiral, before you want to tell yourself, oh, poor me. No, the fuck you're not, okay? You're not going to do that. The only thing that you're going to do is to remind yourself, I have amazing self-concept. I am that bitch. I am fully and utterly in control. I can do whatever it is that I want to do. I can be whoever I want to be. I can manifest whatever I want. I can do it, have it, and be it all simply because I want to, and that's it. And when you say those things to yourself, I want you to fucking mean it. This is the most important thing, okay? You need to be able to mean that shit, because shit, I'll tell you myself as well. Back then, I would tell myself, yeah, I'm that bitch. Yeah, I'm in control. Yeah, whatever. Try to uplift myself, right? But what came in stronger? The victimization shit. It would start up again, feeling bad, nope, you gotta be strong. You gotta be strong, because even at that point where you feel like the victimization shit is a lot stronger, it will only be as strong as you allow it to be. So if you sit there and you start really implementing the fact that you do have the shit in the bag, you can do this, you're powerful, you're in control, you're confident, as long as you are truly implementing that to yourself, all of the other stuff will fall away, and you will no longer feel like a sucker. You will no longer feel like you are a victim in a reality that dead ass belongs to you. And that right there is exactly why having self-discipline is so important as well, because having self-discipline is what stops you before you want to say something that you don't mean. It's what stops you from saying that I can't do this in a reality where you damn well know that you can. It's what helps implement the fact that you really are the person who can do whatever it is that you want to do, and that no one and nothing can touch you, especially not in a reality that what belongs to you. You cannot sleep on that fact. It is dead as just what the tea is. And you know what? If you are not the person who's gonna sit here and take control over your reality, unfortunately, somebody else will. Your parents will decide for you. Your partner will decide for you. Your teachers will decide for you. But do you even want them to decide for you? I really don't think that you do. Because why would somebody who already knows what it is that they want allow or even be okay with anyone around them deciding their realities for them? Like, it just doesn't sit right with me, nor would it sit right with you. So don't let that happen, especially because you are the one who calls the shots in every fucking way. After all, I need you all to remember that stopping victimization before it begins is really so simple. Everything that I've told you within this video is actually very simple to do. Please do not psych yourself into believing that it is hard, it is tedious, it's gonna take a while. No, the fuck it's not. Why should it? Like, deadass, tell yourself that it is not that hard. It is so easy to be on top of your shit. It is so easy to know that you have this in the bag. You have to be okay with this and stay there. You have to know who you are and stay there. And upon you knowing all of this and staying there, your life will bless you in ways that you never thought that it could, for the simple reason that you see yourself truly for who you are, and you're not going to let a sad moment make you feel like a sucker. If you gotta cry, cry it out. If you gotta sob, let it out. You know, do what you gotta do. Feel your feelings, but do not let your thoughts suck them down to to I am a sucker, I can't do this, blah blah. No, never gonna be the truth, and you know that. And as long as you know that, there is no saying how far you will go, because you will go very fucking far. Trust me, you absolutely will. But it's all about what you are doing for yourself at the end of this all. You really do have the power to stop it before it begins. So please be in charge of your reality, be in charge of your thoughts, and be in charge of this life that is so wonderfully your own, because you deserve the absolute best. You really do, my love, and I can't make you see that, but I sure as hell can help you get there. So please listen to what I'm saying and help yourself get there, because you are already there. You are this powerful for a reason. It's because you're meant to be this powerful, and you are this capable for a reason. It's because you are meant to be this capable, and you really, really, really are, truly are, absolutely are in every way, shape, and form. Even if you think that you can't, I promise you, you absolutely can. So please remind yourself that you really fucking can in every way, shape, and form. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You believe in yourself, and you believing in yourself is going to be more than enough. That's all that you need. So stop the victimization before it begins with your self-concept, because your self-concept is more than enough. It is everything, and you can fucking do this. I believe in you wholeheartedly. I truly, truly do. But alright, my love, I'm going to leave y'all with that, because I want you to learn from this video. I want you guys to be strong enough to stop the victimization before it begins, which I know that y'all can. And I want you all to remember exactly who the fuck you are and what you're not going to be sleeping on, which is yourself. You're not going to be sleeping on yourself, because you know better than that shit. Always remember and always understand that it's always going to be what you say it is. So make sure that you're saying that it's the best, and that you always feel great about your reality, and that you're not letting yourself be a sucker in a reality where you are an absolute winner, because you absolutely are, and that's it. But alright, my love, thank y'all so much for watching my video. Thank y'all so much for everything. I truly, really do appreciate it, and I really intend that this video helped you to the best of its ability. And I know that it did, because I am not fucking playing with y'all. Like, listen to me, please. I'm not gonna beg y'all. I know that y'all are listening, but I simply need you all to understand that it's not any bigger than you. Like, it is so important to understand that this life is not bigger than you. The victimization is not bigger than you. You feeling bad for yourself, it's not bigger than you. Whatever you think is going on in your reality, in your 3D physical reality that is not agreeing with you, making you feel like a sucker, you do not have to agree with that shit. You do not have to sit there and be a sucker because, oh, poor me here, poor me there. No, stop, please fucking stop. It's all about your mental strength, your discipline, your self-discipline within your heart and your soul telling you, I am not a sucker. Why would I feel bad for myself? I am so strong. I am so limitless. And like I was saying before, as somebody who used to feel extremely bad for themselves no matter what, I can tell you that you get to a point where you peep that you are doing it to yourself. Like, you know that you are doing it to yourself eventually. You see what you are doing, and you understand that you are allowing these feelings to take over when you should not be fucking allowing them to. And sorry for my cursing in this video. It's just like, I really need to get my fucking point across, because I can't stand it. I cannot stand that. Like, I can't stand a victimizationer. I cannot stand someone who always makes themselves feel bad about what's going on. I cannot stand self-pity. Like, all that energy is just so below us. And as somebody who is above everything, like, you would know better than to let yourself feel bad about any of this stuff at all. You would know better than to let something outside of you make you feel like a sucker. You would know better than to let the external circumstances, the 3D, this, that, whatever, make you feel like you are a sucker in a world where you are not. Like, oh my goodness, you are not a victim. You're not a victim. I can't even express it enough. You are not a fucking victim. Stop feeling bad for yourself. Get up and make more. Get up and make the most happen. Be okay with experiencing your most perfect life known to man. It is not scary. And I can say, even with myself, I think that a part of me held myself back from being as happy as I was supposed to be, because I was honestly terrified. But you have to be willing to see past that, because you being afraid of the wonderful reality that is awaiting you is just you waiting another day, wasting another day, putting yourself into the energy that you do not want to be a part of, as opposed to you allowing yourself to really bask within the positive, powerful energy that you do want to be a part of. If you understand yourself as the true and real creator and powerhouse and God and operant power of your reality, no matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone does, no matter what anything happens at all, none of it will ever be able to penetrate through you, bitch, because you know who you are. And you knowing yourself, knowing who you are, is your greatest power, because right then and there, you now know that you are great. You know that you are the best. You know that you are beyond any of this limiting shit, because you know that none of that stuff could ever touch you. And so upon you making the decision for none of that stuff to ever touch you, none of it ever will. It's all about your self-concept, who you are and who you believe to be at the end of the day. Let yourself believe that you are everything. Let yourself believe that nothing can affect you. Let yourself believe in the power that you hold and let yourself be strong enough to stop yourself from feeling bad, from victimizing yourself, from, oh my God, poor me, even if something blows up in your face, even though none of it can. If that ever happens to you, you gotta keep going on strong. Feel your feelings, like I said, cry it out, do what you gotta do. But just because you're crying does not mean that you have to go back to a mindset where you are a victim in a reality where you are not a victim. You are not a victim, you are strong. Choose to be strong, choose to be empowered, choose it. It is a choice. Victimization is a choice. I made it plenty of times. That's why I'm not making it anymore, because I know better now. I choose to be powerful, so I am. That's all I'm ever going to choose because I know best now. That's all that matters to me, and it's all that will ever matter to you because you are choosing to be your very best self. That's all there is to this. I promise you, it really is. It is as simple as I'm telling you that it is. It really is. But alright, my love, again, may God bless you all. Thank y'all so much again for watching my video. I will forever and always appreciate it to the bottoms and depths of my soul, everything. Just thank you for it all. And may God bless you always, like I said. Please take care of yourselves, everybody. And literally, please, like, oh my goodness, please stop. I know that you stopped though, because you know better than that, but please stop yourself from victimizing yourself, from feeling bad, from this, that. Nope, just because the SP said some unfavorable shit to you does not mean that it's not working out. Always assume that it's working out, no matter what it is. Doesn't matter. Cannot touch you. You put yourself right back on top by remembering that you are on top, by remembering that you are that bitch, by remembering who you are as a person. Because even in those moments that you seem like you feel like you're losing sight of who you are because of what's going on around you, remember who you are. Like, you literally have to remind yourself, because even during those moments where you think you're losing sight of who you are, oh, I'm not as powerful as I thought I was, blah blah blah, that is still a choice that you're making to think that way. Just like it is a choice for you to say, no, I got this, I can still do this, it's not a big deal. Don't make it a big fucking deal. Just like you chose to be empowered like this, you have to choose to keep going on strong like this, because choosing this is crucial on your law of assumption journey. While you are manifesting whatever it is that you are manifesting, it is crucial that you are on top of your shit in that way. Being on top of your stuff in this way simply means that you're not going to let anyone or anything touch you, like I've been saying. You are going to be strong enough to maintain that strong mindset that you had this entire time and not let anything interfere with that, touch that, affect. Nothing can. I mean, nothing can without your permission, truly. And it really is this easy. It's just all about the mental. It's all about the mental. If you choose for this to be easy, where you got yourself together, you will get yourself together. And yeah, you can cry, like I said. You can do what you got to do. Whatever. Let it out. Like, shit, I be crying, bro. Like, I am a 12th house stellium. I cry. I feel what I feel. Whatever, though. That's all there is to it. I cry, and that's it. I don't let those feelings send me into a victimization spiral. Oh my God, my life. Oh my God. No, get the fuck up and make more. Don't sit around and be a sucker in a reality where you are not a sucker. You're not a sucker, so don't settle for being one, because you're not one. It is a choice to make. You make the choice, you stick with it, but you gotta be strong enough to stop the BS before it begins, because there is no BS without your permission, of course. And you gotta make this work in your favor. You gotta make it, though. Make it work in your favor. You choose for it to work in your favor. It is a personal choice, and that's all you gotta make. Make the personal choice. That's it. That's really it. I promise you, it really is it. So stop sleeping, stop victimizing, stop feeling bad. Do more, do your best, and understand that you do got this in the bag, because you absolutely do. And that's it. You already knew that though, because we fucking said so. And that's it. Bye. Baby girl, I believe in you more than a person has ever believed in another person. And me believing in you goes to show that there are no limits when it comes to you believing in yourself. Because if I believe in you, you should be believing in yourself 10 times more, because that right there is the energy you must maintain if anything unfavorable ever happens. If you ever want to victimize yourself, you got to stop that shit before it begins by reminding yourself of exactly who you are. You have to remain strong-minded, because as a person as powerful as you, being weak-minded isn't going to get you anywhere. It's not going to make you feel better. It's not going to make you feel more powerful. It's not going to get you to what it is that you want. It's only going to keep you in one single place in space. That place of victimization, a huge spiral that just continues and continues and continues like that. And I would know, because I've been in that little circle a million times over, and it never got me any closer. I'm telling you, it never did. What did get me closer though was knowing who the fuck I was remembering my self-concept, my self-worth, letting myself remember that there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to feel bad for, nothing. Because I am the most powerful person, period. And of course you are the most powerful powerful person, period. Like, you were born into this reality for a reason. It's because it's meant for you to dominate. It's not because you were meant to sit here and feel bad for yourself. Poor you, poor, like, no one feels bad for you, and you should not be feeling bad for yourself more than anybody else. You should be believing in yourself more than anybody else. You should be doing the shit for yourself more than anyone or anything else, because this life is all about you. Even if you think you are truly limited, you are not, and you better stop letting that belief make you feel like you are a victim in a reality where you're not. I'm telling you, you even thinking that far ahead is just you letting yourself be a victim. It's you letting it, choosing that. But you know better than that, because choosing to be a winner, choosing to be successful, choosing to be everything that you want to be is worth so much more than you sitting here and allowing shit that you don't want, my love. Like, you got to be strong. Me being strong got me everything that I wanted, and I'm sitting here telling you exactly what it is because I know what it is. And because I know what it is, you're going to know what it is too, because I want the best for you, my love. That's all I want. That's all I want. I believe in you. I know that you can do this. I know that you are the most powerful. I know that you're not going to let yourself be a victim or feel like a victim, especially not in a reality that what belongs to you. Exactly. The fuck? Stop sleeping on yourself. But you wouldn't, because you know better. You're wide awake. Get the fuck up, bitch. Like, the fuck? Do what you gotta do for yourself. You got this. There's no room for victimization, only room for improvement, only room for growth, only room for empowerment, confidence, everything that you want, and that's it. That's really it, my love. It really is. So maintain that shit and stop it before it begins, because we both know that you can.